Hello everyone, this is week 80 of Aether raids. I am currently in tier 25. I decided I want to try this out. I want to show off my defense replays and just see how you guys like it. Also, I apologize if there's any background noise. I'm currently in my car and having a modified car, it's loud and, you know, so you might hear some sounds. But let's check out our defense. So, unfortunately, you'll see a couple failures, more than a couple. Because Bride Micaiah came out, and that was a bad day. So let's see our successes, and I'll show all of them, of course, and I'll commentate them as we go. So let's check out this leaf. So I've seen all of these already, but I kind of want to commentate over and see what you guys think. So currently, this is my defense. We have an Ignis Marissa with Slang Edge. So with Quicken Pulse, she gets a 2-turn. So you go hit, take a hit, Ignis. And she's running Infantry Pulse as well. Takumi, also Infantry Pulse, Hardy Bearing, so he's basically my Altina counter, and you'll see him like just absolutely nuke Altinas, which is awesome. Fall Takumi is one of my best boys, so he's doing pretty good right now. We have the Brave Micaiah with Ground Orders. I just don't have another Ground Orders unit, and what I'm thinking about doing after seeing these replays is getting rid of Sacrifice, and maybe doing a drawback or something like that, because she's more or less, she's usually trying to draw back, or sacrifice for units, and I did give her aerobatics, so that way she can warp in and take some cheesy KOs. We have a Gale Force Brave Ike. Now this was given to me by Astra. If you don't watch her, please do. She makes a lot of really good high quality content. But this is a Lunge Gale Force Brave Ike with DC and the Force plus 10. Brave Ike actually was my long time 5-star product. I had him plus 10 before his Overfine and before even the heroic ordeals, which is perfect. But yeah, I mean, like, Brave Ike was just my boy, so I built him up a lot. Obviously, Infantry Pulse, Heavy Blade. I have a Dancing Azura, OG Azura with the Resplendent art, but she does a really good job of countering Altina as well. I've actually tested the matchups, and with the attack speed bond active and her Moonbow proc, which she usually does with the dual Infantry Pulse on her, she actually one-shots Altinas, which is really impressive for a Gen 1 unit. And then finally we have my TL2. Now this is one of my most recent plus 10s. If you follow my Amino, then you would see her a lot. She's been doing really good. I changed out Res Ploy, I think, for drive speed later in the week, and I think that might have screwed me over a little bit. But regardless, she does a really good job of nuking Altinas as well, just because of Tome of Thoron plus an instant Luna, pretty much. It's really strong. So we see our foe. He's going to try to basically like tank with Altina. I believe this is the one. But he also has, you know, Brave Ike, Blue Cena, so, you know, the normal Glue Eater team for sure. And a plus 6 Marth, so that's pretty impressive. So let's see it happen. So they're going to destroy some structures, alright. Alright, so destroying that flyer school. Now they're just going to put Brave Ike on this defense tile. Now the thing is I believe this one right here is my real trap. So Brave Ike usually will hit from here and lunge. What I've been noticing is I've actually been hitting from right here, so I might swap the trap to right here. But regardless, this is still a pretty good play by lunge Brave Ike for sure. So I'm going to lunge him onto the trap. Now that's the issue I have, is that she'll sacrifice. We'll get a dance. Lucina will actually take out my Brave Ike. Alright, so now they're going to deal with Marissa and just retreat. Now you're going to see pretty much the power of Fallen Takumi as a Altina counter. You know, just drops a 33 bomb with Rupture Sky, no big deal. You're going to see Wings of Mercy work. That's Ground Orders. You're going to see Ground Orders work and take out that Naga, and then the opponent's just going to leave it. So pretty good, like, little replay overall. The next is Knight with their plus 10 female Corrin with a 2017 build. Now, if there's one unit that doesn't annoy me more, it's Chrom. I hate Chrom. I'm sorry, but ban Legendary Chrom, please. You'll see, obviously, the Hector as well, Azura, Altina, and Ophelia. Ophelia is pretty interesting, too. Ophelia on offense is kind of weird. So, destroy some structures. Now this was a bold play. because they didn't even bother to do this turn. Is this turn 1? This is turn 1. So actually they are stopping the infantry pulse, which is pretty good. It's a good way to pretty much put a stop to my team. But you'll see they kind of were a little too bold, I think, with that play with Hector. So I'm gonna get the heal. Now Tail 2 has Armored Blow, so that really helps when she has to deal with red armors or even some blue armors. Micaiah's just gonna one-shot the Ophelia. So they're gonna go for more structures. Kind of just wait around. They're probably waiting for me to move to them. So Takumi's gonna nuke Altina. Oh man, you love to see it. You're gonna see a sacrifice. Now my team's back in defensive formation. Chroma's gonna take revenge on Tail 2, get Dance, and then probably, take out Azura. Now comes the big brain plays. So, we're gonna warp to Ike. Ike's gonna just take out Azura and lunge, and we win. So, I really am enjoying so far that part of the week. We see another Chrom. Now this is looking like Gale Force. Again, I haven't seen these since they actually came up, so I had to re-watch them. Seeing Lilith is pretty cool. Who's she supported with? Yeah, so this is probably like a Gale Force squad. Yep, sure enough. So Gale Force Trio Paula is pretty strong, especially with that duo skill. She can do it more than once, which is insane. So they're gonna use the Dune's duo skill. Ooh, and going for the bold play of just planting a Dune there. Now you're gonna see ground orders on here, obviously, so Tail 2 will just probably warp here and take her out, and yep, sure enough. Bam. So, Tail 2 got her. See a sacrifice. Now that's another reason why I just want to get rid of that sacrifice. She's basically just setting herself up to die all the time, so it's kind of sad to see. I want to do probably like a drawback or something. Okay, the Paula takes out the Micaiah. No, Altina's gonna try to take out Ike. Now with the Gale Force, Paula takes out Ike. They are really devoted to taking out that Ike. So, Tail 2 takes out Olivia. Gets danced. Takumi takes out Lilith. Tail 2 takes out Pala, and then Altina's left to deal with 4 units. She's still gonna go for it. Now, Marissa, I'm still like, so Marissa's obviously best girl in my eyes. You'll see like I have a +10 Marissa. If you ever are friends with me on this game, I have a +10 Marissa and a +10 Spring Marissa. However, I'm thinking about changing her build a little bit on this. Maybe even a Gale Force build might be good on her with like Petal Parasol or something like that. But I'm still playing around with the idea. Like, she's still pretty strong. So let's see. Altina, Peony, Winter Sothis, or Snowthis, if you will. Eliwood, and Air. So a lot of support units here. Now I'm weird. It's weird to see Peony and Air on Astra season, especially during bonus week for Altina. Having such strong support units during this week is kind of weird. So we'll see Sothis get lunged. Ike is gonna get danced. Sothis is gonna take out my Fallen Takumi, but then get knocked out by a blue unit of all things. Now Marissa's gonna get Wings of Mercy in, and they just scoop from right there. So pretty easy win right there. Now this is when stuff starts to turn bad. So let's watch Socks. Now I'm actually really surprised that they took this. So this looks like hit and run. We have a +1 Brave Lynn. We have a Reinhardt unmerged. We have a DC Special Spiral Marth. Pretty typical for Baby Marth. Let's see it. Let's see how they take it down. Now I feel like hit and run strategies have a really bad match against this kind of team. Fortunately for me. Now they proc Bolt Tower. Dance Reinhardt, so they broke the healing tower, which is actually pretty smart. However, I still have the sacrifice. Tilty's gonna warp in and kill. Again, she's just such a good Altina counter. Now she takes out Marth. Now, I'm pretty sure Marissa's just gonna get clapped here by Reinhardt. Yep. Then Reinhardt's gonna go after probably Takumi. Yep. And Lynn's gonna go after Tail 2. So, they still take this. I'm really surprised that they do. Gets lunged. Azura's actually gonna take out the Azura instead of knocking out the, what's it called, the Lyn. Or, sorry, the Dancing the Ike, and then him take out the Lyn. So he's gonna take out Reinhardt here, get Gale Force, and run up. Now, so Lyn has that Sacade's Blessing, and I'm not running Null Sea Disrupt on my defense Ike. I actually don't even have Null Sea Disrupt on it at all. So they ended up taking that one. Really surprised. They get no lift from that. Like, I got no lift loss from that just because there's a 4 foe defeated. Now this, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4 failures. So this is actually like, pretty much this was the day that Bride Micaiah came out, and I think this is the one that they used Bride Micaiah. Oh, Bride Micaiah. So I posted on Amino about this. I think they actually should remove Bride Micaiah from Aether raids, and now that sounds really like stupid, I know, but it's just she's too good. That dominant skill is too good. But you'll see this Bride Micaiah and a +10 Altina. Now my team is pretty much Altina proof. Between Tail 2 and Takumi, they are Altina proof. And then of course Glue Eater, Lucina, Raisin, and Naga. You'll see how this plays out. This usually would not work as a defense or as an offense if my team was Bride Micaiah proof, if that makes sense. What I think they should do is they should make Duo's Hindrance. If you level up enough, like unable to use Duo skills at all, that'd be perfect. But we'll see how the meta plays out. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, is either a ban to Micaiah or something.
Take my
because
hand.
Watching this actually made me pretty frustrated. So you get her dominance duo skill. We're gonna get sacrifice. Now Takumi does take out the Bride Micaiah, but usually Azura would one-shot Altina if it wasn't for the debuffs plus everything else. Yeah, Altina's just gonna keep running through my team. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. She's gonna take out the Takumi because that's Hardy Bearing, and take out the Micaiah. So yeah, it's unfortunate that Bride Micaiah exists. I actually rematched this person in 1 with a Gale Force squad. I wish I showed off my offenses too, but right now I'm going to just try the defense thing and see how much attention that really gets. So this person actually didn't have Bride Micaiah, and I'm actually really impressed with this. This is a +10 close counter advantage Broadleaf Fan Soth. This is probably the ideal ninja build for Aether raids. I would actually put defense smoke right here, I think, if it was me, and then instead of brain attack res, brain attack speed. That again, that's just me, but no, they do a really good job of getting through my team. I think honestly, ninjas with CC Vantage Broadleaf is probably one of my biggest counters, especially because I do only have one Hardy Bearing unit. Now I want eventually to put a ninja on this team with the Mayogis, and that way I can have 2 Vantage Breakers. So now he's going to take out the Hardy Bearing unit and take out my Brave Ike, which is a really good play on him. And really cool Sophia build too. So let's check it out. See, it's attack speed solo. They were going for it. With that attack speed solo, she effectively has, after the buff, 40 speed, which, I mean, for a Sophia, that's not bad. And plus that 63 attack is unbuffed is amazing. So now you see the CC Vantage plays in action. Do the attack smoke. This is why I'm kind of tempted to run Miracle on Azura, but nevertheless, he ends up CC Vantage sweeping me. I kind of sent a message back to him like Gale forcing his whole squad. Felt really good. Alright, now we get another success. This is a Duma. Now this, another person who was really bold. I like seeing Soleil. It makes me really happy. I actually am a huge Soleil fan. I have a +10 of my own, and kind of a similar build to DC Null Sea Disrupt with Noontime instead of Draconic Aura. And I think that's kind of why they lost. We see Dancer Reinhardt, we see a +1 Duo Alphons, and we see a +10 Klein. Scary guy out there, scary guy. Alright, so they duo. So so they get the cooldown. I honestly think Duo Alphonse is probably one of the better duo units, and he's not. I don't think he's necessarily busted. He's not as busted as Duo Micaiah. All right, so we're gonna see some real Blue Eater strategy right there. Just trying to tank with Soleil against Tail 2 wasn't gonna happen. Now they're gonna get the advantage, or not the advantage, sorry, the spiral. They actually end up taking no damage from Marissa. So, like I said, seeing Marissa like kind of fail is sad. But excuse me, she does good in other matchups too. So we're gonna see Alphonse do his thing. Azura's gonna end up Wings of Mercy in and killing. Brian is gonna take that revenge KO, get danced, try to take out Ike. Brave Ike is just so ridiculous as a defense unit. We're gonna see Altina take out Brave Ike. Tail 2's gonna take out Klein. Takumi is going to die to Altina. And now I think right here they could have won, but they decided I didn't want to take a 3 knockout, so, you know, I probably could have lost that easily. Alright, I end up also rematching this person here. I beat them, I think, with a Gale Force strategy as well. Alright, let's see it. So, Blue Eater team, I'm going to keep saying it. So they have Yoon's Whisper Swift buffing my team. They have Blue Cena and Brave Ike with +2 merge, and then Altina, the bonus unit. So they warp her in, take out the pot. So my team is pretty Altina proof. I think, honestly, if I could, one thing I would definitely do is try to see if I can get 2 Hardy Bearing units. No, Ignis drop. Alright, so here's the issue with this team. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so Takumi takes out the Altina, but the issue was that he moved after so many units, and I've already lost 2 of my very important units, one being my Dancer. So Micaiah is going to warp in, get knocked out by Ike. Tails is going to get knocked out by Ike. Marissa's just going to pretty much be death fodder here. And just to be cocky, they're going to move Brave Ike back. I ended up doing a pretty good amount of damage to him, but you know, it's Brave Ike with Blue Cena, so this is the part where I'm like, hey, maybe I should run Null Follow-Up or something else on Marissa instead of Wings of Mercy, but seeing the Wings of Mercy plays is pretty awesome. Alright, and finally we got Red Lion. This was, yeah, a few hours ago if you couldn't see. Last one. This was Snow This and Leaf. The Leaf build. Altina, Snow This, and okay. So I'm not really sure. I can't remember what this team did. I watched it this morning, but I was kind of half asleep when I did. Okay. So they're gonna put Sodus on that deep defense tile. I need to find a way to maybe block that tile because that is a really easy tile to abuse. So she's gonna get lunged around. She ends up almost taking out my Marissa. And even a Ruptured Sky for Takumi doesn't do it. See, now this is why Snow This is kind of frustrating to fight. I think, honestly, like, she's probably one of the better offense units just because she is one of those good, like, sit there and tank kind of units. Yep, it's that. Leaf is going to get danced, and from here he can just use Nyor and Zeal and test the trap. Or even just sit there, yeah, because Micaiah can't really take him out. She's close. Even with effectiveness, it's still nothing. Okay, so, yeah, you can see this. The week started out really well, but kind of closed out really bad. So, I'm tempted to move stuff around. This is kind of just a test team. Like I said, I kind of got this whole idea from a YouTuber named Astra. If you don't follow her already, please do. She makes a lot of good, high-quality Aether race content. She's also one that's like me, where we don't want Brave Micaiah around. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna post this on, the last day of Aether raids, and I'll see how you guys like it. We'll play around, maybe doing some offense videos as well. Anyways, that'll be it. Hope to see you guys next time.